The Bhoora Singh case stands as a chilling reminder of the deep-rooted issue of dowry-related violence in India. This case, which unfolded in the hallowed halls of the Allahabad High Court, unveils a tragic narrative of a young wife's life cut short due to alleged dowry demands. The victim, whose name remains undisclosed to protect her family's privacy, was found dead under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind a grieving family and a community grappling with the brutal reality of dowry-related crimes. The young woman's death sent shockwaves through her family and community. The circumstances surrounding her demise pointed towards a sinister motive, with suspicion falling upon her husband and in-laws. The family alleged that their daughter had been subjected to relentless harassment and cruelty over dowry demands. These allegations, coupled with the victim's own written account of her ordeal, painted a grim picture of the suffering she endured in her marital home. The case quickly gained traction as a potential instance of dowry death, a crime that continues to plague India despite stringent laws and social reforms. Dowry, a centuries-old tradition where the bride's family provides gifts and money to the groom's family, has morphed into a social evil, often leading to violence, harassment, and even death. The Bhoora Singh case brought this issue back into the spotlight, prompting calls for stricter enforcement of anti-dowry laws and a societal shift in attitudes towards this outdated practice. Central to the Bhoora Singh case was a poignant piece of evidence, a letter penned by the victim to her father, detailing the abuse she suffered. This letter, a desperate cry for help from a woman trapped in a dire situation, became a crucial element in the court proceedings. It provided a chilling first-hand account of the victim's experience, chronicling the constant harassment and threats she faced over dowry demands. The letter described a pattern of emotional and psychological abuse, with the victim being subjected to insults, taunts, and threats. The in-laws, according to the letter, made their dissatisfaction with the dowry clear, constantly demanding more. The victim's pleas for understanding and her attempts to reason with her husband and his family fell on deaf ears. Isolated and trapped in a hostile environment, the young woman poured her heart out in the letter to her father, hoping for some form of intervention. This heartfelt letter served as a stark reminder of the silent suffering many women endure within the confines of their homes. It highlighted the insidious nature of dowry-related cruelty, which often operates beneath the surface, leaving victims feeling helpless and alone. The letter became a symbol of the victim's courage in speaking out against the injustice she faced, even as she was surrounded by her tormentors. The Allahabad High Court, after carefully examining the evidence and hearing arguments from both sides, delivered a landmark judgment in the Bhoora Singh case. The court ruled that the circumstances surrounding the victim's death, combined with the compelling evidence presented through her letter, were sufficient to invoke Section 113B of the Indian Evidence Act. This section deals with the presumption of dowry death, shifting the burden of proof onto the accused. The court's verdict hinged on the concept of soon before her death, a crucial phrase within Section 113B. This section states that if a woman dies within 7 years of marriage under circumstances suggesting cruelty or harassment over dowry, the court can presume that her husband or in-laws are responsible for her death. This presumption shifts the burden of proof onto the accused, requiring them to prove their innocence. The Bhoora Singh case brought the interpretation of soon before her death into sharp focus. The defense argued that the victim's letter, written several months before her death, did not fall within the ambit of soon before. However, the court rejected this argument, stating that the timing of the cruelty or harassment is less significant than its impact on the victim's mental and emotional state leading up to her death. Section 4, Section 113B, a closer look. Section 113B of the Indian Evidence Act is a crucial legal provision designed to address the pervasive issue of dowry death. This section aims to protect women from dowry-related violence by creating a legal presumption against the husband or in-laws in cases where a woman dies within 7 years of marriage under circumstances suggesting dowry-related cruelty. The key element of Section 113B is the concept of soon before her death. This phrase has been subject to much debate and interpretation in legal circles. The Bhoora Singh case provided a significant legal precedent in defining the scope of this phrase. The Allahabad High Court, in its ruling, clarified that the timing of dowry-related harassment is not the sole determining factor. Instead, the court emphasized the need to consider the cumulative effect of such cruelty on the victim's mental and emotional state leading up to her death. The court's interpretation of Section 113B marked a significant shift in the legal understanding of dowry death cases. It broadened the scope of this section, making it more applicable to cases where the cruelty or harassment occurred over a more extended period. This ruling sent a strong message that the courts would consider the long-term impact of dowry-related abuse, even if the immediate circumstances surrounding the death were not clear-cut. Section 5, Justice Delayed is Justice Denied, implications of the ruling. The Allahabad High Court's verdict in the Bhoora Singh case had far-reaching implications for the fight against dowry-related crimes in India. The court's interpretation of Section 113B sent a clear message that the justice system would take a firm stance against such heinous acts. However, the case also highlighted the challenges in securing swift justice for victims of dowry harassment. Despite the victim's letter serving as a powerful testament to the abuse she endured, the legal process was lengthy and arduous. The defense sought to downplay the significance of the letter, arguing that it was not written soon before her death. This tactic, while ultimately unsuccessful, demonstrated the strategies often employed to delay justice in dowry death cases. The Bhoora Singh case underscored the urgent need for a more streamlined and efficient legal process in dowry death cases. The delays and legal hurdles often encountered serve as deterrents to families seeking justice for their loved ones. The case served as a stark reminder that justice delayed is often justice denied, especially for victims of dowry-related crimes who are no longer alive to witness the outcome of their struggle. Section 6 Conclusion, a call for change. The Bhoora Singh case stands as a tragic testament to the enduring issue of dowry-related violence in India. The victim's letter, a poignant cry for help, serves as a chilling reminder of the silent suffering many women endure within their homes. The Allahabad High Court's verdict, while a victory for justice, also highlighted the challenges in securing swift and effective legal recourse for victims of dowry harassment. The case underscores the urgent need for a multi-pronged approach to combat dowry-related crimes. This includes stricter enforcement of anti-dowry laws, raising awareness about the devastating impact of this social evil, and fostering a societal shift in attitudes towards dowry. Equally important is the need for a more responsive and efficient legal system that ensures timely justice for victims and their families. The Bhoora Singh case serves as a clarion call for collective action to eradicate the scourge of dowry-related violence. It is a reminder that the fight for justice requires not only legal reforms, but also a fundamental shift in societal attitudes and a commitment to protecting the rights and dignity of all women.